some children don't have their braces until the start of high school, many parents don't see it necessary to take their child to the orthodontist beforehand. However, you'll be surprised that an early trip to the orthodontist can help treat and prevent a number of oral issues you may not even be aware of. So tell me, Dr. Bobby, when should kids see an orthodontist?
Well, I think children should see an orthodontist by the time they get to 9 years old. They should have seen an orthodontist. And there's a whole host of reasons for that we can go into. But yeah, definitely when they're in their just after they're starting to lose their baby teeth, I think is a really ideal time to start having a good look and having, trying to see what the future might bring for these kids.
Because so many of us parents just think, you go and see an orthodontist once you have problems and once you need braces. But
yeah, of course, and that's one of the most irritating urban myths out there, that you only see an orthodontist when all your adult teeth have come through. And of course, often by that point, we've missed so many problems that we could have solved had we only come a little bit earlier.
And it'll cost you a lot less.
And it makes a very awkward conversation with mum that had you come a little bit earlier, perhaps this wouldn't have happened.
Yeah, absolutely. So 8 or 9 years old, or when your child starts using their baby teeth is a great way to remember.
Yeah, I think that's probably the easiest way to remember, isn't it? Once the adult teeth start coming through, that's the time to start.
So once the tooth fairy comes out, go and see him as well.
I think you won't go far wrong if you do that.
So why is it so important to see an orthodontist at such a young age? We've touched on a little bit there, but I'm sure there's other reasons.
Yeah, well, orthodontists are trained to be able to pick problems very early, long before anyone else is going to see these problems. We can tell from physical examinations, just looking at a child's face, I can often tell that they have some kind of orthodontic problem. Because remember, orthodontics isn't just about the teeth, it's about the teeth and jaws and the entire facial structure. And it's very important to get a handle on how children are developing dentally and also facially, and even mentally and physically to a certain extent. It's very important to get a hand on that early, and at an early stage, at say around about 8-9 years old, we can often pick problems from physical examinations and x-rays and the likes, and see things that are coming that are likely to cause problems and likely to give you big trouble down the line.
Well, I know you found, because I took your advice and I brought Jordan in when he was 8, and you found he had an extra tooth. And had we have not found that early, because it got removed thankfully and his teeth have come out beautifully now, but had it growing through when both adult teeth came through, it would have been a nightmare. Yeah,
exactly. And then you would have stored up a big problem, and you probably would have kicked yourself.
Yes,
I
would have. Yes, exactly. So what age then do most children, if they've missed that early intervention from you, get braces?
Sure. So braces happened at 3 different ages. Okay, so we might put braces on young children, so say 7, 8, 9 years old, to try and intercept a problem which is developing, in the hope that if we intercept early, then they'll carry on being normal.
Yes.
With no issues after that at all. And so that's interceptive. And then the second opportunity for braces is when all the adult teeth have come through, and we decide on how to correct that situation. And that's usually around about going into grade 7 or going into grade 8. So usually kids are about 11, 12, 13, that kind of age. Okay, we like to choose that age because teeth just move quicker.
Yep.
We can alter the position and shape of jaws better when they're developing and growing. And then the third age is adult orthodontics. As long as you have teeth, you can have braces if you need them. So we see probably 10% of my work is spent treating adults who wish they had been treated earlier, but missed the opportunity for whatever reason.
Yeah, because there's a lot of women and men out there that a smile and having straight teeth makes you so much more confident. And I think there's many of us that there's a whole heap of photos of me back when I was a child with no smiling, because I was a big bucky beef teeth hanging out my mouth here. So I think it does make you self-conscious. Yeah,
absolutely, and that's backed up by all kinds of evidence. That while it might sound a bit woolly or a bit ethereal, that nice teeth makes you more confident, there's science behind it. We know that people with a nice dental appearance, they get better jobs, they've got better promotional prospects, they have more successful relationships and partners. In fact, they're even considered more trustworthy if they have nice teeth. And it's all backed up by science, and whether we like it or not, we're very judgmental people.
Yes.
Very judgmental species.
Yes.
And
you would have judged me a lot back then.
And like it or not, we judge people on their appearance, and dental appearance is a big one.
Yeah, there you have it. So as you can see, having straight teeth is so important for your confidence. So if you're an adult watching this now and you're worried about your teeth, go and see Dr. Bobby. He'd love to help you, and especially with your children. If they're 8 years old or starting to lose their teeth, or even older, and you're worried about their teeth, go and get it sorted while they're young, because you won't regret it. It'll be something that they'll thank you for in the future. A trip to the orthodontist at a younger age can't do any harm whatsoever. And every PakMag reader, if you mention PakMag, you get your first visit free. So, it'll help you save dollars down the line. And like my son, trust me, it's been the best thing I ever did was take him to go and see Dr. Bobby nice and early. So if you have any questions or concerns, be sure to get into contact with the lovely team at Sunbird Orthodontics today. They'd love to help you.